So we've created, in this music video, we've created a storyline if you pay attention to it, and we can tell you about it. We literally made a music video together.
If pride should come before the fall, then watch us dip. There is a light that you cannot deny. When we walk past, you see the shine. So yes, it's pride. Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia, lock the doors through the glass. That's the reason we have this, okay? So if pride is the coming before the fall, then watch us dip.
There is no order without chaos. So we talk. It's happening. So I got the icon.
Hi, Pony.
And I got Joey with
Muzosyth Orchestra.
So first, before we even get into the theme, right? Because we made a music video together.
Sure did.
We literally made a music video together. Like, that's crazy. Okay, let's get into the story first. So, meeting you first. I've been voguing since about 2009, and when I first started voguing, I studied the masters, because if you are a master, then you know that you need to be a student, correct? Very good. So I've been studying this person that I don't even know what to say. Like, I've been alongside with this person. I'm so excited to bring you all them today. When you want to talk about MTV, you want to talk about mainstream, you want to talk about an icon, I have them today.
Work ain't honest, but a better bill. That's why this show is sponsored by an all-black business, Ugly Luxury brand. Because one man's ugly is another man's luxury. When I think of fashion, I think it is expressive, and I have a cold case of a missing waist, and so I like to make sure I have something on that complements that. Now, they have pants and shirts and vests, but what's so unique is that they customize anything. Yes, they can take your old and make it new. So what you need to do, go on over the Ugly Luxury brand.store. Now, there's no word out chaos, so let's go back to the show and talk.
How have you been?
God is good. God is good. Meeting you.
Yeah.
It's interesting with our community, because how can you meet people you grow up with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've always known you.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. So I'll tell y'all what happened now, because you know we like to talk. So what happened was, Pony had a voguing class in New York City, and I had just got here, and I wanted to see, I don't even know that I knew that it was you. I just came, and then Pony was teaching the class, and I'm like, you know, I fanned out, like, oh my God, because I believe in landing a dip. And a lot of girls, y'all don't land dips. A lot of I didn't know, but if I did know, I still fanned out, and I couldn't believe it. And then we somehow, some way, thank you to Michael, the father.
The father.
What was saying? He got us connected, and we're on this apprenticeship, and we've been doing shows.
And I come here to make a point. I came here to deliver a testimony.
Led to this whole thing with Joey. Now, Joey, tell us about what you do and who you are.
Well, I am a pianist by trade, but for the music video that we made together, I put on like a producer hat and did a whole bunch of stuff on the computer, producing the tracks, and working specifically with my partner Catherine in the Muzosyth Orchestra name of making this music video. We together work in Muzosyth Orchestra in any kind of improvisation-based collaboration, working with musicians, dancers, visual artists, even people, if you don't consider your art form a performing art form, the concept is trying to get together and collaborate between mediums that maybe haven't been thought of to connect before at a deeper level. And so, yeah, that's what I and Catherine do.
Shout out to Catherine, first of all. So, voguing with an orchestra, that was like the first performance we did. Shout out to Ivy, and I'm gonna show you guys a clip of that. Check that out right here.
I'm not accepted.
My parents don't want me. It's gonna be hard to find love because of just who I am. I can't be. So what do? I look for a community. Ball. We walk. We walk with attitude. We don't just walk down the street like this. No. We walk with the catwalk. Now you haven't been in ballroom for a very long time.
Says who?
Says ballroom. Says since I've been telling my girlfriends that you.
Yo, Pony, you funny.
Pony, I'm telling my girlfriends that I've been with Pony. They're like, you not with Pony? I'm like, bitch, I'm with Pony. They like, you not with Pony? I'm like, I'm with Pony. They're like, why you don't come to the ball? Now you did just get a Hall of Fame in Philly, but what is it with ballroom and you right now?
Well, I never left ballroom.
Okay.
I think that ballroom hasn't experienced its full expansion and where we exist at. I like to be on the outskirts. So I think what makes an icon is to be the picture or the symbol for ballroom and represent it. So it's more about me not being a competition. You know what I mean? Bogus is like 98. Now it's about me representing our community, you know? And when I'm there, we in the building. And also, like I always love, thinking of ways to evolve with voting, you know? You would think I'm going, but I'm right here. I see everything. I see you.
One of the things Pony has made me aware of is that everywhere he talks, when I talk to him, I'm like, oh my God, it's a different perspective. Everywhere is the runway. What does that mean?
I said that to you. I told you that life is runway.
You did.
Because that was for you. You know? Because you are, people think performer, they think stage. You think talent, you think lights and, but when you're in ballroom, there is no stage. You know what I mean? We vote on concrete for trophies, you know? Broken homeless, you know? Maybe when you struggle together, it's not a struggle, it's called family. I think that's what it is, you know? And family struggles, I can say that right here, you know? Yeah.
And Pony is about art, and the category is life. And so we kind of created that when we came together and created this project. Life is the runway, pretty much. And so we're creating art, and that's something that we've been doing that I'm very excited about. And the opportunity to make this music video. Now, do you remember how this happened?
Of you coming to Catherine and I? Yeah, look, when we were literally at the bar and you were like leaning in and being like, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a Pride video? And we were like, what, us? What, like? But I guess we had just done a show too, and so I mean, it was incredible. Like even just like that, we felt like that you had to like ask us. So, but yeah,
it was like so we did the first show, and I was like, can we should do a video for Pride. And I said it.
You said exactly like that.
I just said it, and then I thought like, yeah, let's just do a video for Pride, and it'll just be like whatever, and like it's no tea. We'll go to Stonewall, and it'll be cute, whatever. And then I told Pony about it, and Pony was like, but what does that mean? what does that mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like that's sick. And we're gonna do a video, gonna be in Stonewall, we in New York. It's out.
Ain't too proud to beg.
But you made me think deeper into details. What is that with you and your thought process when it comes to your art?
That's the performer in me. And knowing that any kind of showcase, any kind of representation, and Ballroom told me this, you're performing, you know? And so it takes more than just showing up, you know? It takes a purpose, calling, a need for it, you know? Especially doing around Pride, you know? When it comes to voguing, that's dance. That's the part of our talents and our gifts. But when it comes to Pride, that has everything to do with who I am as a man and what I stand for. So I really wanted to explore and just do more. Like we've evolved so much further. I think Stonewall was a great idea. Where else are we? What else are we doing? We exist, you know? For so long, you only can go to the village and you think it's Pride. So it's automatic. But baby, we everywhere. You know, we all through New York City. We in Brooklyn. We are. So I think the idea that we all came up with to vote all in the streets and live at that. You know what I mean? Like we're live. Like we're not telling nobody to move out the way. It's like action, because that's what ballroom is. Ballroom's live. You know, and to me that's what performance is. It's all of who you are exploding.
So, thank you for sharing that. When we were creating the video, we had to create the music because the music. So, why this is so important and why this is so special? We are literally voguing to a violin and a pianist. And so, when we were creating the music, because we created it together, I hit up Joey like, it's not flowing. It's not flowing. Mind you, I don't make music. I do shows, but I dance and I understand music, and obviously you do too. And so I was trying to explain to him that we needed an A count, but I didn't really know how to say that we needed an A count. We needed a flow. Okay, Joey, hear me out. Listen, I'm gonna send you a lot of voiceovers. I would much prefer to be in a room with you. I don't know if that's possible. Let me know if that is possible. But I have just kind of listened to the beat and just kind of talk shit all over it, pretty much. And I think that it can just be sprinkles of it throughout the entire track. I know that for the beginning, I wanted to say, if pride coming before the fall, watch my dip. That needs to come in right before the beat drops. I may have more, but right now that's what I got. But you were able to get it. And it was important for you to make sure that this was a collaborative effort. Why is that?
I mean, that's like number one, I think the process of working with both of you was from the start something that I wanted to make sure was a gift to the voguing, to the dance, to the creation that both of you are so capable of doing. And so, you know, because I make music in another sense that is just music, right? But the ballroom scene and the music that works really well for voguing is, as you said, like a really strong 8 count, really strong 4 count. A lot of these sounds and a lot of these, like a language, I guess.
There's a language. There's a language.
Yeah, and it's something that I wanted to make sure that I could give to you guys in a way that was authentic and felt like it came from me and Catherine, basically. And that's kind of the way I think that I like to work with people, and that Catherine and I work with people in general anyways, is that every person gets a say at the table of whatever piece of thing that we do, because nothing is sacred. We don't know better than anybody about sound, about music. Everybody, to me, is a musician inside of their own right. It's just with what channel do you...
That's kind.
Do you...
Do you not agree?
I said it's kind. What you
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you not agree? Do you think everybody's not?
I mean, it's not really my place to agree or not, you know? That's his faith, those are his thoughts, and his beliefs that arrived him here. So, true it is. I mean, I'm just saying it's kind of on me, honey. You know?
What a kind gesture. We thank you.
And can I say something?
Yeah.
I love that, and I appreciate you for just being sincere and authentic, you know, and allowing that to be your intention. From the get, I wanted you to know how important you are regardless of that tomorrow, you know? And I mean, I come from a day when you can vote, baby, you can vote to anything. You know what I mean? Like, you can vote to anything. And boom, and this is my opinion, right now it's very hypnotized with ballroom, you know? We're not really challenging ourselves, you know? And I know the only way to teach and to grow is allowing the challenges to be for me. So I think it was amazing what you brought, you know? And then Vogue, we Vogue the beats, you know? And to Vogue to like a whole symphony, it's just moving, you know? And it was authentic. So you did something not only for me, but through this video for everyone, you know? You inspired people to, you know, be outside their box and Vogue to Vogue.
It's just feeding off of your energy, basically. It's following what I see, and also what I know that you and I have talked about before. I guess kind of part of like the way that I met Pony in a jam session with Catherine,
talk about
which
it.
was like the first time that we really got together to figure out how can our languages even develop a lingo to be able, you know, like what is the word for this in your medium versus the word for this in our medium, and kind of working together, because otherwise a lot of times you have these collaborations where it's, I feel like music is here and then you just slap whatever it is on top of it.
And that's what I thought this would be. I honestly did, and it was nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
I gagged in 2 different ways, because he was like, no, send me this, send me this, send me this, and he was like, that doesn't make sense, why are we there? What's the story? What is this? What's the point? So we've created, in this music video, we've created a storyline, if you pay attention to it, and we can tell you about it, what that is. The storyline is, we're talking about Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia saying, fuck y'all, we not having this no more. We want to be in here, we want to dance with each other, this is our safe space, why do y'all keep bothering us? And locking the doors and throwing a bottle, and legend has it, different stories, but it starts there, and so a lot of times we forget that. And so that's why we talk about Stonewall. That is why Stonewall is so popular. And throughout this, we went into a space that was futuristic, and this is where you see us in the silvers and the blues, and we wanted to show, I really like Pony, how Pony thinks of voguing, obviously evolution, right? Catch it. But just, I didn't even mean to say that, but just catch it.
It happens.
But Pony thinks of voguing, he doesn't think of it like his brain is different. But he doesn't think of it like we just voguing. Bitch, it is art, it is my way of life, it is my expression. And so we wanted to showcase that through our outfits in the buildings, and we were there, we were like, this looks nice over here, but let's make it this way so it can be futuristic in that way. And then we went into the Brooklyn Bridge. But it was too full, so we didn't do it. That was crazy.
Oh my God, I love the Brooklyn Bridge.
We was gonna do the Brooklyn Bridge, but it was too full. But we went somewhere else, and we had this fight because we wanted to showcase us as a community, as a double minority, being black and gay. What does that look like? It is a consistent fight within your own community, with your black brothers. It is a consistent fight with just society all the time. And so we did that through voguing, and that was the story. But all the while, if you pay attention to this video, Catherine's in the back with the violin.
Yes,
Did you
giving it
catch?
up, giving it up.
This music was
Yes.
made specifically for this pride, for this moment.
And you know what I also love that you just pointed out, that that's what ballroom teaches you. Like, if anything, I've learned how to battle my sisters and brothers. You know what I mean? For what's important. You know, and put my all into it. I could have came to the ball with you, honey. You could have drove me. You know what I mean? So I better win and get that coin, or I might not be going home with you. You know, and allows us to show how our challenges brings us together. You know what I mean? That's why I guess the black scene. What you call that?
We was the black. We had on the black outfit.
The all black outfit. Yeah, I felt like that was a moment where we not only battle, because that's what we do, but we both together.
We did.
You know what I mean?
We came together.
We came together. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So that's what this music video is about. I'm super excited about it. I hope that you guys just love it. There was so much thought that went into it. I don't think I've ever exhausted my body like that. We vogued the entire day. I called Pony like at 6 o'clock in the morning, like, I think we should wear this. I don't know. Just bothering
No.
him.
And sent me pictures. He was in a full pose. Like a full pose was dating the whole outfit.
You know, that's what it got. That's what it's all about. And then with the vocals was crazy, because I was sitting there with my friend, and I was just talking shit. And I'm like, what am I going to say? Like, how do I say this? And it's always like, I feel guilty for telling. Sometimes I feel guilty for telling the truth, but I feel like it's my job to do such things. You know, we do need to talk about, what is pride really about? Why do we really have it? It's not for you to go in the middle of the street and get drunk and, you know, do it on the app. Do that too.
If that's
do that too. No shade.
Ain't no standards to pride.
You know what I mean?
That's what it
Do
is.
that too.
You know what I mean?
But take a moment, because there was a moment because remember I was like, well, let's add Sylvia's part where she talks about being raped and beaten. And when I was watching that, I just bust out crying, and I'm like, wow.
I have been to jail. I have been raped and beaten many times by men, heterosexual men that do not belong in the homosexual shelter. But Did you do anything for them? No.
And I'm thinking about just how far we've come and how far we still have to go. And we have to have pride. You know, we had to kiss our scars and
at this level, you know what I mean? Like, how many prides we're gonna have? Like, woo, yeah, I'm LGBT. Yeah, like, where's our evolution at? Like, now it's like, okay, so what now what?
So now
like, how do we get to be engaged in pride? You know what I mean? I think that was important for this. Like, how can we not only be downtown, but voguing in the street and using the city, you know what I mean? And telling a story and celebrating it with an intention other than, bitch, it's my turn. You know what I mean? Like I said, I enjoy this project because we get to, like you say, be artists.
we get
But
to
be artists, you know what I mean? Not, oh, I'm an artist, you're an artist too, oh, I'm a creator, oh, that's what's up.
content creator.
You know what I mean? But really get to blend it together and merge our minds. I like to know and think that there has never been anything done for us like this, you know, and it was truly organic, you know, and to me, I'm proud of it.
Very
you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be proud. If I am proud, then it's pride.
Then
You
it's
know?
pride.
Then it's pride, you know? Used to go to the village and be like, girl, on pride. And because I wasn't part of it, you know what I mean? I knew that I wasn't being proud, you know what I mean? Even if I was on the float, I'm just floating, you know?
What's the intention?
Put you into it.
So, as I said before, there is no order without chaos. So we talk, do nothing without intention. And so this year, Pride 2023, I was able to be with Joey, with
Muzosyth.
the icon,
Pony Owl.
and we talked.